Chapter 4. Digital Battlegrounds. Marcus stared at his chemistry textbook, but the words kept shifting into images of fire raining from clear skies and earth swallowing guardsmen whole. Every time he tried to focus on molecular bonds, his mind wandered to a wizard who could freeze men solid and shatter them like glass.
Dude, you've been staring at that same page for like 20 minutes.
Tyler's voice cut through Marcus's spiraling thoughts. His hallmate sprawled across Jake's desk chair, laptop balanced precariously on his knees, headset hanging around his neck like some kind of technological jewelry.
Sorry, just having trouble concentrating.
Yeah, I can see that. You're being weird ever since you woke up. It's like you're worried about something but can't talk about it.
Marcus felt a familiar pang of isolation. Tyler was right. He worried about something he absolutely couldn't talk about. How do you explain terror when magic is real and the dark wizard is conquering kingdoms in a parallel world where your family lives?
Where's Jake?
Library. Again. That guy studies more than anyone I've ever met. Actually, perfect timing. I need a favor.
What kind of favor?
My duo partner for tonight's tournament bailed on me. Food poisoning or something equally inconvenient for my content schedule. I need someone who doesn't suck.
Marcus looked at the screen, which showed what appeared to be a complex real-time strategy game with multiple armies positioned across a detailed battlefield.
Tyler, I don't really play.
It's not about playing, it's about thinking. Look, see how this team coordinates their units? It's all about resource management, timing, and adapting to unexpected tactics. You've been doing that kind of thinking with your bio homework.
Despite himself, Marcus found his attention caught by the strategic elements on screen. Small units maneuvering around terrain, supply lines stretching between bases, scouts gathering information about enemy movements.
Look, I know you must have played StarCraft or Age of Empires or maybe Warcraft. This isn't that different. It's new and has a good prize pool. I know we can't win, but it's hot content right now and I need to catch this wind.
Marcus nodded slowly. The strategic elements reminded him of decisions he'd made in Valdris, managing resources, timing attacks, reading enemy movements.
Class, I'll owe you a huge favor, and I'm really good at finding information online when people need it.
That caught Marcus's interest. Tyler's research abilities were genuinely impressive. He could track down obscure gaming strategies, historical references, even academic papers when he needed background for his streaming content.
Okay, but I'm warning you, I have no idea what I'm doing.
That's fine. I'll handle the micromanagement. You just think big picture strategy. Tell me where to send troops, when to attack, that sort of thing. I get tunnel vision when I'm focused on one aspect of a game.
An hour later, Marcus began to understand why Tyler took gaming so seriously. The strategic complexity genuinely engaged him, requiring constant adaptation to enemy movements and resource management that felt familiar from his work in Valdris.
Okay, they're massing forces on our eastern flank. Standard pincer movement. What do you think?
Marcus studied the battlefield display.
What if we don't contest it? Pull our forces back, make them overextend, then hit their supply lines.
Ooh, I like that. Defensive withdrawal into counterattack. Classic.
Tyler began repositioning their armies according to Marcus's suggestion. For the first 2 matches, their strategy worked reasonably well. Marcus found himself thinking about terrain advantages, resource allocation, and timing in ways that felt surprisingly natural. Then they ran into a team that played completely differently.
What the hell are they doing? This makes no sense. They're spreading their forces out randomly, attacking multiple targets at once. It's completely inefficient.
Marcus watched the enemy's seemingly chaotic movements and felt a chill of recognition.
It's not random. Look at the pattern.
What pattern? They're not trying to win pitched battles. They're disrupting our resource gathering, hitting our scouts, keeping us from getting information.
And forcing us to spread our defenses thin. We keep trying to predict their next major attack, but they're not planning one. They're just wearing us down.
It's like they're playing a completely different game than we are.
They lost. Badly.
Okay, that was actually brilliant. Unconventional, but brilliant. I've never seen anything like that approach.
Have you encountered tactics like that before?
Not in my elo. Most people suck and play because of my content. Warriors of Waldara won this week's game rotation among my subs, but you know what? I bet there are communities discussing this kind of thing. Unconventional tactics, asymmetric warfare theory.
Asymmetric warfare?
Yeah, when one side uses completely different methods than the other, like guerrilla tactics versus traditional military. Look at this, there's a whole subreddit dedicated to unconventional RTS strategies.
Marcus leaned forward, reading over Tyler's shoulder as he scrolled through discussion threads about irregular tactics, resource denial, psychological warfare in gaming contexts.
And check this out, Discord servers where people analyze historical military tactics and adapt them for strategy games. Some of these discussions are incredibly detailed.
Marcus felt his pulse quicken as he spotted thread titles about defending against superior forces, using terrain advantages, disrupting enemy supply chains. The discussions were focused on gaming, but the underlying principles—
This is fascinating.
Right? I had no idea there were so many people thinking deeply about this stuff. Want me to send you some links? Might help with your strategic thinking for future matches.
Yeah, definitely.
Marcus watched Tyler navigate between different communities, each dedicated to analyzing tactics and strategy from various angles. The internet's ability to connect people with shared interests never stopped amazing him.
Marcus, there you are. I've been looking for you.
Jake's voice echoed from the hallway before he appeared in their doorway, carrying an armload of library books and wearing an expression of academic concern.
How was the library?
Productive, but that's not why I'm here. Why didn't you come to study group yesterday?
Marcus felt the familiar weight of living two lives pressing down on him. In Valdres, he'd dealt with magical threats and evacuation orders. Here, he was supposed to be a focused pre-med student.
I've been having some family issues. Back home. It's complicated.
Oh, family problems? That sucks, man.
Yeah, they're dealing with some difficult circumstances. I'm worried about them.
Well, if you need help with anything, studying, whatever, just ask. That's what friends are for.
Yeah, man. And hey, if you ever need to research anything, family legal issues, medical questions, whatever, I'm really good at finding information online. Seriously, there's a community for everything.
After Jake left to actually study and Tyler departed to edit his gaming footage, Marcus sat alone in his room, staring at his chemistry textbook again. The words still wouldn't stick, his mind still pulled toward images of magical armies and impossible threats. But Tyler's casual mention of research communities had planted an idea. If Marcus was going to help his Valdres family survive what was coming, he needed information. And Tyler had shown him that the internet held people discussing exactly the kind of strategic thinking he might need. He opened his laptop and began typing, historical defense strategies, small forces. The first search results weren't exactly what he needed, but they were a start. And Tyler was right there, really was a community for everything. Even, apparently, for preparing to fight dark wizards, if you knew how to frame the questions properly.